Hello everybody, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be talking about royal icing consistency. This class is going to be two parts. The first part we're going to learn how to make our royal icing, and in the second part we're going to talk more about consistencies and decorating, what the difference is between different consistencies and what each consistency is used for. So in the group, I already posted the ingredients you're going to need today in order to take today's class. I'm going to start by showing the tools that I use when I make my royal icing. The first thing I'm going to need this little whisk right here. It's going to be for making a frothy meringue and water mixture. The next thing that's going to be essential is this rubber spatula. And of course, you will need measuring cups during this video. Apart from that, you're going to need your ingredients. You're going to need meringue powder. I use Genie's Dream. You can use whatever substitute you feel like is best for you. A lot of people choose to use the Wilton brand because it's easiest to find. You can find that at your local Walmart. You're going to also need clear vanilla, as well as corn syrup. Of course, powdered sugar. For small batch items, I love to use the Target brand powdered sugar. It's the Good and Gather brand. It's very good for making small batches of royal icing. It doesn't have any kind of aftertaste, and it just makes a delicious vanilla royal icing. In addition to all of those items, I like to use a splash of lemon juice inside of my icing. It just gives it a little bit of a citrusy kick. Okay. So to get things started, you're going to need 1/3 of a cup of your meringue powder. You get 1/3 of a cup. Put it in your mixing bowl. Make sure you get it all in there.
This is the most essential part to making a very good fluffy meringue. We're now going to whisk the meringue powder and water together until it's frothy. You want to make sure you have a nice coating of the nice bubbles on top. This is going to give you that nice puffy icing that makes your designs look three-dimensional and not so flat. It's going to give your cookies more depth. Not to mention, the frothier you make this meringue powder, the fluffier and the softer the bite will be for your royal icing. A lot of times icing gets super hard, and that can be avoided by making sure that you properly froth this meringue mixture and by using the corn syrup that I showed you in the beginning of the video. So we're just going to give it a couple of whisks, and this is the consistency you want. At this point, we're now going to put our paddle attachment on our mixer. The paddle attachment looks like this. So we're going to place the paddle attachment on, and if you have a KitchenAid, make sure you turn it to lock it. And we're going to turn it on to the low setting. Once we do that, we're going to grab our bag of powdered sugar, and we're going to slowly pour all 2 pounds of the powdered sugar into the meringue and water mixture. Here we go. As you mix, you're going to notice the mixture is going to thicken quickly. Don't worry, it's normal. If your mixer has a locking mechanism on the head of the mixer, I suggest turning it on because this will make your mixer kind of bump around a little bit. Once you've added all the sugar, it will look something like this. Okay, so this is the part where we're going to add the vanilla, the lemon, and the tablespoon of corn syrup. Once you do that, your mixture will start to look something like this. You're going to put your mixer on medium and continue to let this whip a little bit. This is going to continue to build that nice puffy base for your royal icing. And then we're going to slowly start to add water to this mixture to get it to a good consistency. At this point, I like to use 1/4 of a cup for this. I like to fill up 1/4 of a cup, and then slowly I like to put that water into the mixture. I use 1/4 of a cup almost all the time. So I just put the 1/4 of a cup in there and let it mix. You can see how it starts to get smooth. At that point, you'll notice the mixture starts to look like this after you add that 1/4 of a cup of warm water. Then when you pull it out of the bowl, it will look like this. See that consistency? See how the icing just hardly moves when I turn the spatula? You see how that peak moves on the end of the spatula? That is the consistency you are going to want. That is outline consistency. Or you can use a little bit more water to make what's called hybrid consistency. I will show hybrid consistency in the next frame. To get hybrid consistency, you're going to want to add just under 3 tablespoons of water. So go ahead, put 1 tablespoon in, 2 tablespoons in, then a half a tablespoon. And then you will have this beautiful consistency right here. This you can use to just freestyle and flood your cookie. You don't need outline consistency and flood consistency. You just need this. This is hybrid consistency icing. You can put this directly on your cookie with no outline and it will look beautiful.